Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Distractaholics Podcast. I'm Morgan.
I'm Tyler.
And we are here today discussing the 2019 movie Murder Mystery, starring Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. You can find this movie on Netflix.
I believe it's a Netflix original.
I believe so. Yes, I think you're correct. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it.
Okay, first, Morgan, hold on. Before we get too far into it, we need to rate this movie. So, Morgan, you're first.
Oh, God. So much pressure. Okay. So I'm going to be straight with you. I am not, as opposed to being bendy. I don't know. I don't like romantic comedies. I don't like comedies. That's the kind of the
This is not a romantic comedy.
No? You don't think
No.
so?
Oh.
It says action, comedy, and crime. Okay, my bad. But, and that's kind of why we picked this movie, is to do something different. I feel like a lot of our recent movies have kind of been pretty deep and
So we picked something the complete opposite spectrum.
Yeah, a little more lighthearted and
Morgan, you're not getting out of rating this movie.
Damn it. I was trying so hard. Okay, I gave it 6 out of 10.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
6 out of 10?
I didn't mind it.
Oh, wow, this is going to be a fun episode.
I really didn't mind it.
Okay.
Because it has murder and mystery in it.
Okay.
People die. That makes me happy.
Okay.
All right, what's your a 2 out of 10?
I gave it a 2 out of 10.
Oh, you bastard.
It's so bad.
It's not that bad.
I can't wait to go into everything that's wrong with this movie.
All right, I'm going to get started here with the plot summary. A New York cop and his wife go on a European vacation to reinvigorate the spark in their marriage, but end up getting framed and on the run for the death of an elderly billionaire. All right, so where do you want to get started on this?
I want to get started with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
What happened to Adam Sandler?
What happened to Adam Sandler implies that there was something there before.
No. No, Morgan. You are wrong. You are dead wrong. And let me tell you why. Between 1995
you
and
did research, didn't you?
I did. I researched this. Here are the movies that Adam Sandler was in. This is just some of them. These are the good movies Adam was in.
Okay.
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Bulletproof, The Wedding Singer, The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Punch Drunk Love, Mr. Deeds, and Anger Management. That's 95 to 2003.
You know, like half of all those movies are the exact same, just in a different situation. Yes, they are.
They're very deep, complex plots. Magical water and The Waterboy. You gotta believe that stuff.
Magical water? That's not even. It's just about how amazing water is.
After the year 2004. Here are the movies that I have seen with Adam Sandler in them that I could bear to watch. I've seen other ones that I had to stop. 50 First Dates, which was 2004. The Longest Yard, which was 2005. Click, 2006, which is actually one of my favorite movies.
I think I've actually seen all those. And
Bedtime Stories in 2008.
I haven't seen that one.
After that, all of the movies that I've seen Adam Sandler in are terrible. And I will agree with you. He plays the same role after that because he's always wearing some kind of a button-up shirt and shorts, even in this movie.
Yeah.
And may I continue my Adam Sandler rant?
It sounds like you're going to.
Okay. I was going to, regardless of what you said, yes.
I figured.
So, did you notice that he is constantly eating in this movie? I feel like he doesn't even need the money. He just showed up. He just wanted food. He wanted free food. So he's like, yeah, let's go make this movie. He just wanders onto set, dressed in exactly what he rolled out of bed in, and was like, yeah, I'm going to grab this food here, this shrimp cocktail here. You had to have noticed that. It happens like 10 times.
I just found that really relatable.
Oh, okay. I got nothing.
I just found it really relatable. So, I hope that's the real reason that he made this movie, is just so he could travel somewhere and eat exotic foods. I mean, it made me want to go back on a cruise because I just wanted to eat and drink whatever I wanted.
Interesting. We'll get to that point later.
Oh, okay. Well, good, because You just think you call the shots here, don't you?
I try to, but let's be honest, you're my boss.
I'll agree with that. So the movie gets started, and see, it is a rom-com though, because like because there's like, oh, they're being torn apart, they're in love, but they haven't came through and all that shit, and then they end up together in the end. Calm down.
But they're already married. Already married.
Well, just because you're married doesn't mean that. I mean, if you watch other romantic comedies, the moral of the story, their marriage is on the fritz, but they have this romantic thing that brings them back together, or this adventure they go on.
Why they were together in the first place, yes. Morgan.
Yeah, it's still rom-com.
Okay. I was really upset about the scene at the salon.
Mm-hmm.
That triggered me so hard.
Preach, girlfriend.
Okay. I had 3 points, and I'll let you come in at any point, and you just tell me where you want to talk.
All right.
A, some people need a little direction. There's nothing wrong with a little direction in life. And if you want,
yeah.
Go ahead. You're gonna make my next point for me.
No, that's totally something that I feel like you have to learn through a relationship. Like, you can expect all these things, but no one else knows what's going on in your mind but you. So communication is key. Like, you want something, ask for it. It sucks because sometimes you just want things to be predicted, and like you want people to just do things, and eventually they do things for you, and you have to look at those things with so much more gratitude. But people can't read your mind every single time. You gotta talk some, let them know what you want, and then sometimes they're gonna surprise you.
Morgan, you said exactly what I was gonna say for point B. There's nothing wrong with saying what you want.
Yeah, no, communication.
You know what you want? Say it.
Communication.
Third point. Romance is a two-way street.
It is.
They're complaining about their husbands, but they never said anything about romantic what they were doing.
What have they done, right?
Exactly.
Right. Okay, what did you have more points about that?
So he's failed the detective exam not once, not twice, but thrice.
That makes me so sad.
Don't you think you'd know what you were getting wrong after the second time you failed it?
Some people,
I wonder if they tell you.
Probably not. I mean, all the professional exams that I've had to take, you just know if you pass or fail it, and that's it. But maybe he just has really bad test anxiety. I know how that is. So you go in there and you just forget everything. So we see in the beginning that he's kind of got that edge, got that street smart when he confronts the kid in the convenience store, saying, is he going to pay for that stuff in the backpack, blah, blah, blah. And
Morgan, can I put something in here? It happens a couple times in this movie.
Yeah.
You remember we were talking back on our first episode, The Truman Show, about product placement? Yeah. Did you notice the monsters very specifically in the Claritin and Allegra? They called those brand names out all very specifically.
And like the monster cans were all turned so you could see the label.
Yeah. Sorry, please continue. I just thought that was very interesting.
No, that was about it. I mean, we do see in play that they try to make him like he is kind of knowledgeable. He's not as dumb as he seems, but
some people just need a little help.
Yeah. So after the restaurant, they come home, and she is, what's her name? Audrey is super upset, asking him, why haven't we gone to Europe? Why haven't we gone to Europe? I can think of a few things. My biggest number one thought here is maybe because you broke.
Damn, girl, preach.
I mean, like you said, if they live in New York City, he is working as a police officer, and she's working as a hairstylist. I mean, they probably have to do a lot of saving and really watching their money. So I don't know. Like, if they're living in New York, which it kind of seemed like they were, like you don't really see them driving anywhere or doing anything. So.
You know what? I jumped straight to New York, and you know what? That's such a good point. I actually don't know that that's where it was. It just looked like New York, so I assumed it was.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, because it says he's a New York cop.
Okay.
And they say something at the end of the movie to the detective if he's ever in New York to hit him up or something. So, I mean, it's a two-way street of why they haven't gone to New York. she has to know the money constraints in the relationship. So, and then she asks him, are you sure we can afford this?
And then remember, she says later that they're broke.
Yeah. So, I mean,
when they're being interrogated.
I mean, trip to Europe or doing something small. I don't know. I just thought that was silly.
There's a give and take in a relationship, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. This whole trip to Europe and everything got me thinking. I do want to go to Europe someday. That's like
where
on my bucket list. I want to go everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I want to. Well, a couple of my aunts went on a Mediterranean cruise and they absolutely loved it. And so I would like to do that, but I would also like to go to Germany and Scotland and all everywhere. I'd like to go everywhere.
I want to go to Italy.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How is it that Jennifer Aniston at age 52 looks better than I do at age 28? I look like freaking Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. And here she is over here, this 52-year-old goddess. That just shows to me that the universe is not fair.
I'm laughing because that's exactly in my notes I have. How is Jennifer Aniston so sexy and looks like she hasn't aged since Friends? Is she a witch? Had she found the fountain of youth? What is her secret?
So this is getting too scary, Morgan, but please continue.
But yeah, like she looks amazing. She does not look like she's aged at all. She's extremely fit. She doesn't look like she hasn't had any visual work done. Like a lot of stars, after they have work done, you can definitely tell. But I feel with her, if she hasn't had anything done, I wouldn't know. She just looks like she hasn't aged at all. She looks great. I want to be like her when I grow up.
She must have captured a fallen star and is eating her heart or whatever they were going to do. Okay, we're on the airplane.
All right. First thing on the airplane, my first thought after I thought, hey, I like to read a lot of murder mysteries minus the romance shit. No, don't read the murder mysteries with that. Just read murder mysteries. Anyways, my next thought was, who the fuck wears a mini dress on a billion-hour flight to Europe?
Somebody that wants to join the Mile High Club.
But that's all uncomfortable. Like, if you want that, just wear a baggy sweatshirt or something. At least be comfortable with a baggy sweatshirt and like some spandex shorts or I don't know. Any type of flight, even a short plane ride. I'm wearing leggings or I'm wearing sweats because I want to be comfortable on that plane. And I'm also never flying without wearing a mask again. I don't know how I didn't think of that before COVID. But yeah, I'm never flying without a mask again.
On hour 2, the mask gets a little annoying. Morgan, I hope that we reach name drop status with our podcast. You know, Jay Cavendish, you know, they're giving Jennifer Aniston a hard time. And he goes, "Oh, I'm Jay Cavendish." And she goes, "Right? Oh, yeah, sir."
Oh, of course, sir. Of course.
That's the status we're going to get to.
I think so.
My favorite quote happens here.
Mm-hmm.
It happens on the airplane. Our Viscount Cavendish says, quote, "I plan on getting blind drunk and ruining the festivities. And that is my exact mentality before I attend any family event." It's exactly what I say.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I couldn't figure out where my next line here came in. I'm like, what happened that I said that? I said, I may be that drunk person at family affairs. It's not because like I don't want to be around my family. It's like I'm around family. What bad? Well, nothing bad can happen here. I'm gonna get comfortable and drink.
All right. Yeah, we get to the boat. Morgan, what is people's obsession with frickin' boats? I don't get it.
The whole time I'm like, I want a yacht. I love the ocean. I love water. I love the Great Lakes. I love water. I was a mermaid before, and yeah,
Calm down, Ariel.
I want to be on a boat.
Really?
Yes.
I wrote, I don't understand people's obsession with boats. Just get on a plane.
No, I mean like a small plane. Yeah, I could see the fun in that, but no, I like boats.
I do not get it. I have zero desire to be on a boat. Zero.
I am figuratively on that boat, and they're being introduced to all these people. First of all, that would be so fucking awkward. Like, I would be throwing back drinks just so I felt comfortable. I'm not an alcoholic.
Then we get to the murder of our murder mystery movie. Morgan, this stabbing scene is so unrealistic, it ruined the whole movie for me.
It's supposed to be cheesy.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're saying it's cheesy. Okay.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
admitted
100%.
it. So the lights go off. They're off for maybe 7-8 seconds. Lights come on. And the elaborate dagger's stuck into the heart, very specifically the heart of our elderly billionaire.
Where else are you going to stick it?
I'm going to play medical professional here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then?
So let me get this straight. In the dark, he happens to miss the sternum and hit the heart directly and not leave any blood on his hands at all.
It's for fun. The whole point is it's supposed to be a big cheesy thing. It's okay. Honestly, watching this movie, you know what it made me think of? Was it like two Halloweens ago when we had my murder mystery party at my house?
I did. I was just thinking about that.
That's what it reminded me of, and it's just supposed to be fun and dorky and cheesy and a whodunit type. Like, it's funny, but no, it made me think of the murder mystery. Like the murder mystery games that you get to play and stuff, and it's just fun, and I want to do that again.
Well, we intend to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Murder happens. We get to France or something, and this detective shows up to investigate, and he's blowing these cool smoke rings, and he's interrogating them, all these people that are on this boat. And he of course hones in on the two Americans who had no motive to kill this elderly individual. By the way, in my library research, I found that most murders are committed by loved ones.
They know.
Someone very close to them. So I feel like that's common knowledge to a, quote, detective, end quote. I didn't understand the whole, like, oh, we know it's you.
Because it was supposed to be funny. That's like, it's supposed to put them in this turmoil and thicken the plot. Like, because you automatically think going into it, oh, okay, so they're on this trip or whatever, and he's a cop, so they're gonna be like, you need to help us solve this. We know you didn't do it. But oh, how the turntables turn.
Okay, calm down, Michael.
I have made so many Office references today.
Why not show somebody planting evidence against them and put in that quick 3 minutes that actually explains why they're so focused on these two people?
That makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense to why they hone in on them immediately.
So call Adam Sandler up and tell him you want to work on his next movie.
I did. So his receptionist picked up Kevin James, I believe his name is. And he said that Adam would eventually call me back.
Got him.
They've made this big deal about how Adam Sandler's character is a terrible shot. And then all of a sudden, when he's got to save Jennifer Aniston, he's this perfect shot. And he goes, oh, I'm a perfect shot when I'm trying to save my woman. I was like, nope, I'm done. No more of this.
But did you hear what he said after it?
I don't remember.
He said I was aiming for her foot.
Yeah, whatever. I was so mad. When I asked you, I sent you that message, said, did you like this movie? That is exactly the moment.
I'm not going to talk about it.
That was exactly the moment that I asked.
I thought it was funny. Maybe I do like comedy. I don't know.
Can I talk about the only scene that I actually enjoyed? Juan Carlos is running. For some reason, he kidnaps the detective because let's take a cop hostage.
Duh.
That makes sense. And Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler are running out, and I see a Ferrari Testarossa. And Adam Sandler's character goes, oh, Ferrari Testarossa, it's like Magnum PI. And he gets in, and Jennifer Aniston gets in, and they're on the wrong sides. And I burst out laughing. That I thought was funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also think it's funny, too, because you would have been like, oh, yeah, Ferrari. And then it would have been funny because you can't drive a stick shift. So it would have been like, oh.
No, you see, well, you just kind of make it go really fast until it sounds like your sister, and then you kind of change it.
That's how he explained it, right?
That's exactly how he explains it.
All right, what other points you got here? Because,
that's all I have.
All right, so you bitched and bitched and bitched about this movie and how unrealistic it is. But I think we've established the point that the point is to be unrealistic, make fun of funny murder crime shows.
It's not just unrealistic, it's stupid.
Have you ever seen an Adam Sandler movie that wasn't stupid?
Mr. Deeds is an excellent movie about philanthropy.
The ending of this movie is the best part because it's funny if you get it. So when they end, they say, "Oh, we paid for you. Finish your trip out. We paid for this trip for you." And we see Audrey and Nick get on this train. And if you notice, as the camera's fading back, and the movie's ending, we're zooming out to see this train, and they are on the Orient Express. Tyler, what's been distracting you this week?
Distracting myself this week, I started listening to the audiobooks of Lev Grossman's The Magicians. It's also a TV show on Sci-Fi, or was a TV show on Sci-Fi. So far, I am 10 or 11 chapters in, and the TV series adaptation has been much better. But there are certain things they explain in the audiobook that they definitely did not explain on the TV series. So it's nice to have both. But I like the way they did the character development in the TV series. Other than that, Morgan, I work entirely too much. So that's what's been distracting me.
So it's going to be interesting when I listen or read the books first and then watch the movie, if I still have the same feelings that you do about whether the movie development is better than the book. So
without Margot, there is no, I mean, you'll love Margot.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see who's right. I'm probably going to be right. And if your thoughts correlate with mine, then maybe you'll be right too. I really haven't done much this week.
Liar.
What did I do?
I don't know.
Exactly. I cleaned my house a lot. We got a new fridge this week. Woo!
Hold on. I need the deets. What's the brand? Is it French doors? What we got? Side by side?
The French doors, and it's black. So it matches the rest of the appliances in our kitchen now.
Now, like black or black stainless?
It's like a black.
You'd know if it was black stainless. It's a whole different
matte.
SKU.
It's the matte.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
So it matches all of our appliances. And today, my husband just hooked up the water dispenser and ice maker. And so we now have that coming through our fridge. And he's never had that in his life before. So he's pretty pumped about that.
So when he has his rum and Coke, he can get
get ice
right out of the fridge.
Yeah, without having to do ice trays and shit. So, we're pretty excited about these things we have happening in our lives. Yeah, that's basic. I don't think I've really done anything. I worked on my puzzle some more. I've had a very uninteresting week.
You've been doing yoga?
Yep. And I did a couple runs this week.
Outside?
The one day, yeah. Yesterday, I didn't do outside. I did on the treadmill because it was just intervals. So, speed work, and it was windy as fuck.
It was windy as fuck. So, I think that's our podcast.
Yeah, I like murder mysteries. They're fun. They make your brain think and do things.
I knew who killed him right away.
Maybe we can do a more serious murder mystery the next time.
Maybe we should host a murder mystery where we write it on our podcast and then actually bring different characters in and produce it.
That would be fun. Well, I was actually thinking that would be fun if we could have a whole bunch of guests and shit and do a murder mystery, but I don't know how hard it will be with the clues and everything.
We should write one.
I thought
we got nothing but time.
Nothing but time.
So I think that's our podcast. Morgan, I've decided what we're doing next week.
All right. What do you got?
We are doing a wine tasting.
Ooh, okay.
So hit up Aldi.
All right.
Get a selection of your favorite wines. I will be hitting up my Aldi. I will be putting on my mask, putting on my AirPods, then my Bose headphones over top of my AirPods, and heading into Aldi.
Good. Right. I've got 2 boxes of Aldi wine in my fridge right now.
I'm going to get all the different kinds because I've only tried a couple kinds of wines that I know I like.
I don't
venture outside those.
Are we doing Winking Owl or just any assortment?
Oh, no. I think we should do strictly Winking Owl.
Okay.
I think we need to get Aldi as a sponsor, and particularly they need to supply us with Winking Owl. So
I want fridges full.
Exactly. So I think that's what we should do.
All right. I can handle that.
And I'll probably get some cheese and probably cheese slices and say this is the cheese I'm eating with the wine, but that's okay too.
A charcuterie board. Maybe we'll throw in some trivia questions and quiz each other on shit.
Ooh.
We got to keep the people entertained.
I'm really good at trivia.
All right. Bring it.
And that's all we've got, folks. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Morgan. And until next time,
Stay distracted.
bye.